What is up guys, Synq here, we're on Star Trek Alien Domain Incursion, and for today's video we're going to be talking about how to upgrade your flagship, make it more powerful, which in turn actually increases the power of your affiliate ships that go along with it. Now when you've done the tutorial video, you will automatically unlock your first flagship. Now there are 4 flagships to unlock, and they take a progression to unlock each one. Now up here, the icon there, you can see it says unlock flagship. Now when you click that, it actually tells you everything that you need to do to unlock the next flagship. Now I'm currently working on my 4th and final flagship, so I've actually got quite a fair bit to do on that one. So yeah, it does take a fair bit of time and a lot of work. As you can see, I'm level 44 up there, so it does take a bit of time. So what we're going to do is look at my first flagship. Now there's actually quite a lot on screen that you may need to learn, so I'm going to go through each and every part with you. So up here is your skills. Now what this does is increases your flagship skills, i.e. on the battlecruiser, its main ultimate ability is Titan's Arrow, and you can read what it actually does there. And the protection field, this actually increases a fleet's shield by 19.2%, which means that your affiliate ships have increased shields, but it doesn't actually affect your flagship. Now personally myself, I'm actually just going to further upgrade the protection field and not so much on the Titan's Arrows. Because my flagship is at the back, the ships that are actually being attacked are the affiliate ships. So that's the main thing that I need to do, is protect them, because they're doing most of the work. Next up, we're going to have a look at the equipment. Now when you get a new flagship, you'll notice that this slot here is actually empty, because you need to work to get equipment for your primary weapon, your shields, your engine, deflector, torpedoes, armor, console and secondary weapon. Now to actually get hold of the equipment, you just need to go up here where it says sector clash. Right, so this is the sector clash. Now I'm just going to go into the first one and show you. Now as you can see, this reward here is 1 level 20 phaser primary weapon. Now with the green ones, they are a full piece of equipment. With the blue ones, you will notice that you do need to collect 5 of these to actually build the full part. Now don't worry, you don't need to worry about coming back each day to complete it, because with each one you can actually, after you've got 3 stars, just sweep it. Now you can sweep the planet 5 times. Now you do have a total of 25 battles that you can do in each day, so I tend not to squander them. If you've got the part you need, don't bother doing it again until you've unlocked your next flagship. Now if I go further down here, as you can see, we've got the purple ones. Now for these you need 10 pieces, and for the actual yellow ones, you can actually complete the elite sectors. I can't actually click it because I've already completed it. Now for those, I believe it's 20 parts. Now when you've actually got your parts, I'm going to show you right now, they appear in your bag like this. Now when you go to use, it takes you to this section. Now this is an easy way of knowing if you've actually got enough parts and looking in your bag, because here it'll tell you how many parts you've got for each one. And as you scroll through, if it's actually all blue, you know you've got enough parts to actually build a part of the equipment. And as you can see, there are quite a fair few parts. And there's the yellow ones. These are the top level pieces of equipment that you can actually get, and they're quite expensive on the parts. So that's actually how you get hold of your equipment. Right, so next up is on the right hand side, your crew members. Now unlike a few of the games, the crew members actually do have a specific role, such as the captain, first officer, chief engineer, chief science officer and chief flight officer. Now I'll quickly show you where you get those from. Now if you click up there, right here, recruit officer. Now every day you actually get a free 2-star officer badges, and also a intermediate, which is a 3-star badge officer. Now these don't always give a full officer. Sometimes they can just give parts to an officer, sometimes it can give you a full officer. Now to look at your officers is simple, it's just right down there where it says officers, and here's all the officers I've currently unlocked and ones that I'm actually working to get badges to unlock themselves. Now if you do get duplicates of a officer that you've already got, this is actually also good, because you can actually use them to rank up. As you can see, I've got 0 out of 15 badges for this particular officer. When I have 15, I can rank them up, and then I can actually use the officer experience cards to actually level their particular level up. and also you can actually use your skill points to level them up, and each officer has a different type of ability, well, a skill. Now the abilities, when you do level them up, you actually have your level points there. I've actually saved these so I can show you, and I can just literally add them in here. Now what this does is actually increases certain aspects of the ship, such as activating this ability costs 5 ability points, and what it does is give you 140 plus armor. So it's always good to keep an eye on your officers. Now, easy way of knowing if you need if you can upgrade the officer, there's just a little red marker on the actual card to say that you can actually upgrade them. So you don't need to look any further to find out where to upgrade them. Next up is your actual ship level. Now your ship level cannot exceed what your current level is. Like here, I'm level 44, so my ship cannot surpass my actual level. It can only be below my level or actually the same level that I'm currently at. Now to level up your ship, there's two ways. You can actually use crystals, and to be honest, at the very start, yes, it's worth using it. But when you get to level 40, crystals kind of get quite hard to acquire. So I'd suggest not doing that. You can actually just level that up with the experience that you get from looting planets or going on missions, etc, etc. It actually works the same way with the affiliate ships. They need crystals to level up, and that gets really expensive. So I tend to keep collecting crystals and level up by just, as I say, doing your missions to level those up. You've also got your repair. Now your repair can be done in several different ways. You can actually be in your home base and or squadron base as soon as you've unlocked those, and you can just repair using metal. Now depending how much damage you've got, depends how much metal you need to actually repair. Metal, to be honest, is really easy to get hold of, but if you are out in the galaxy and you need a repair but your squadron base or your home base is too far away, you can actually use repair kits on the move, which is kind of useful, but I tend to be quite close to either my home base or squadron base, so that's kind of useful. Now here you can actually start up your ship. As you see here, not enough battle debris. Now, oh, thank God it did show up. I was hoping it wasn't gonna, I thought it wasn't gonna show up for a second there. As you star up your ship, as you can see, it increases all the attributes of your ship quite considerably. So as soon as you get to 5-star, obviously that's the maximum you can get, which gives you the best kind of stats that you can have. Now you can actually upgrade your ship to increase it from green to blue to purple and then to yellow. And as you can see, I'm currently on blue, my next rank up is purple, and increases also the level limit of what the ship can be. Also increases all the stats, as you can see, by quite a fair bit as well. Now the materials that are required to actually upgrade your ship from green to blue to purple to yellow get very expensive. Now I've got 10 out of 10 for the upgrade material A, 7 out of 10 for the B, and 4 out of 5 for the C. Now for 3 of these parts will cost me 6,000 Latinum, and as you can see, as we go into the exchange shop, you can actually buy these. Now if you hover over it, it tells you can actually get it from the Latinum shop and the actual shop, which is up here. There is the shop. Now you can actually buy items here using your credits. Now you can actually get credits each day from completing certain tasks, and also with the VIP you can buy VIP boxes which cost a bit more, but you get a lot more stuff in them. Next up is the reform. Now this isn't actually open until you hit level 40. Now what this is, it actually takes different parts, which is the reform material A, and when you get past a certain level you need reform material B, and what this does is you can actually add stuff into these. Now as you can see, each one requires a different amount, and you can actually level these up to increase certain stats on your flagships. So that's kind of really good. So no matter what, there's always ways of upgrading your ship. And that's pretty much most of the things that you can do to upgrade the strength of your flagship. Now, as you can see at the top here, my flagship currently is at 38k. Now as we go out, you may have noticed at the beginning of the video, it does say 171k. Now this is because of the actual fleet setup I've got. Now as you can see, my flagship is there, and I've got 4 different affiliate ships in. Now the affiliate ships actually combine the fleet together, and as you can see, the flagship can have 4 different affiliate ships in, and that's the same with each other flagship. You can only have 4 affiliate ships in, which contribute to the actual strength of the fleet. Now we'll go further into the affiliates ships in another video, but I hope you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Anything you need to know, leave it in the comments section and I'll be sure to answer them. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Toodles!